This is going to be a short video about the new plagiarism plugin for Moodle called Urkund. Urkund. Most of the full-time faculty got this in a live demonstration during pre-service, but for the rest of you who didn't get a chance to be there, I'll step you through some of it. So it works for forum postings and it works for assignments, and it happens automatically. So I'll pick assignment here, this paper. And so if I go to settings on this paper, one of your options down here that's on all forums and assignments now is this plagiarism plugin. And so do you want it enabled? Yes. Do you want the score to be sent to the student? So the score is this company takes the document and then checks it against documents that they have on file and checks it against the web, and then sends you what they call a similarity score that will tell you how much of it has been plagiarized or how much of it has been well, not plagiarized. And so do you want the students to see that score or not? Do you want the report to be sent to them? And I'll show you what the report looks like. And resubmit on close means it just checks it again just in case there are any updates to postings before the time period for the assignment closes. The receiver address is something you should not change or it won't work. Do you want it to send the student an email or not? And then we want it to support all files. So this is what it looks like in here, and you can just go to no if you do not want it to function at all, or yes, and you get all the options. So let me get out of here. And so let's show you what it looks like for a student. So I've got my fake student here, Joe student, and Joe student is going to submit a paper. So we'll go to this paper here, and he's going to edit the submission, and he's going to add a file, and he's going to browse, and I'm going to go to Moodle and Urkund, and then I'm going to post this paper on Fructose. And so he's posting this paper on Fructose, and he's going to save changes. And then he sees these little gears here. And what that's saying is that Urkund is right now checking. You can see it says this file is pending submission to Urkund. So it's going through its process of determining if the file is going to be, if there is any plagiarism or not, to give you the report. So let's go back over to me. And so then if I view all submissions as the instructor, here's Joe's student, and here's his Fructose paper, and I can see that this thing is pending. So I'm going to pause and then come back after this thing is no longer pending. Now that the document has been processed, you can see that gear has been changed to a link, and it says that it doesn't have any 0% means it's similar, none of it's similar to anything else that they've found. So if I click on this thing, this page will load up here, and it's telling me no. And then we can look at the whole document. And so it's super short, and there isn't anything there that I guess was copied out. So let's go back. Let's go back over here. I'm gonna go back to the student, and I'm gonna remove this submission. And then I'm gonna have the student upload a different paper. Oops, hit the wrong button. This time this glucose paper, and save changes to that. Go back over to the instructor paper, refresh it, and so now the glucose paper is there, and there's a gear doc. The students will also see this little gear doc thing, so make sure to let them know what that thing means, although they can kind of see. I'm going to pause it here until this guy gets finished processing. Something else I should show you is what the student is going to see. So this fake student got this email from Urkund, and what it tells them is that this paper has been submitted. It doesn't give them a score, and they have the opportunity to click on this link here. And what this does is it stops this paper from being added to Urkund's database. So every time a student submits something, Urkund adds it to their database unless they opt out. Their name is scrubbed regardless if it's added, but sometimes students don't want that info in the system. Going back over to the glucose paper that Joe student submitted, you can see now that there's a similarity score of 79%. So most of this has been copied. And what I actually did is copied straight off of the glucose wiki page. And so then if I go to view the document, it'll show you this is what the student wrote. And this is what it says on this website, which is the wiki page. So you can see they're basically identical. And so that's how you can tell if the student has been plagiarizing something, and how you can tell exactly where the student has been doing the plagiarism. I believe I was able to turn off the emailing function to the instructors so you won't get inundated with every single time a student submits something that you get an email. But when you go in to grade, you are going to see that Urkund word link plus the similarity score. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, give me a call or text, email. Thanks.